We are days away from two major Junkanoo parades, and with me now is Mr. Toby Austin from the Saxons, and he is here to tell us how they plan to carry 6 straight. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Morning. It's good to be here again.
All right, they say they coming.
Well, you're coming. I'm ready.
You're coming and you're ready.
I'll be ready.
Wow,
yes.
Tell us about the energy in the shack right now.
Well, the energy has been high all year. Once you're the defending champions, at least 4-time defending champions, you get this
little chip on the shoulder.
And then you get this bullseye on your back, right?
Yes.
So you always try to keep that edge.
Yeah.
So the excitement all through the year has been, the level of excitement has been up through the roof.
Yeah.
So we've been excited all year, and now we are just about days away from the parade. So we're just ready to get the show on the road.
Yeah. Well, tell us about that. I mean, how does a group win 4 times in a row?
Well, I mean, you always set out to win. The goal is to set out to win, right? And that's the ultimate goal, right? Because I don't think no group goes in the shack, saying they can lose, right?
Yeah.
And so, but you got to put the work in, right? It's a lot of work. You put the work in, it's a lot what goes into these parade, what persons don't see behind the scene. And so, it start off when you start picking your team and you look at this and say, we're getting with this, what you think about this? And, then the process start, right?
Yeah.
And so, the win 4 straight in this day and time with the competition so keen, it's a great accomplishment. But you got to put the work in like everybody else. But we just the last couple of years, I think we just being head and shoulders above everybody else.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And you said that there's also a bullseye on your back,
yes,
right? Because
yes.
I know there's a lot of pressure, I'm sure, on you. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, pressure comes with the job, right?
Yes.
Anytime you sit in the seat where I sit, you have a 10 hat, right? So there's always pressure, right? But don't forget that this year was really, like a difficult year. Because all the back and forward with the government and the NJC and the JCNP. And so this year was really, instead of like a, it was, what do I want to use? It was unfortunate the situation we found ourselves in as Junkanoo, but we still had to pull through and get in the shack and do what we got to do. And then here we are now, only days away. But this year it's been very, challenging for us.
Yeah, and how do you push through that? Like, how do you gain that momentum and push through and also encourage all the other members of the group to also just stay focused and push through?
Some things you don't have no control over to a certain extent. And so this was one of them situations where we found ourselves in, right? Fighting with Caesar, which is the government, right? Unfortunately. And so it is what it is on that end. Because once you take the sponsor money and you then commit it,
yes.
So you have to look at that, and we have to just try to put it in our rearview mirror, and because one decision came down and they made that decision, then that's what this can be.
Yeah.
So we just had to just refocus again and get back and do what we have to do. But the process was see, we just don't. This process has started like from about April, May. This process has started. This process just don't start in September, October.
Right.
This process has started way before then. So the ball was then in motion.
Gotcha.
So we just, they have the bumps in the road, and so we just have to refocus and then keep on moving.
Yeah. Speaking about the challenges and controversy, so Miss Arlene Nash Ferguson, for me, she's like Miss Junkanoo, right?
Yes, she
but
is.
She's not rushing this year. What's your thoughts on that?
And not just Arlene, a lot of Junkanoos. It's not. We have a lot of our members who normally go. They just decided they're not going to bother with it.
Yeah.
For all the fighting and the back. And a lot of people just discouraged from what we think was unfair to us as Junkanoos. But just moving from the JCNP to the NJC, and the timing of it. That was the problem. And you look at Arlene as a national, and if she says she's not going to come to Bay Street, I'm not going to bother with it. So we have a lot of problems. And some of the key names in Junkanoo, the public don't know all these things behind the scene. A lot of key names in Junkanoo in all the groups. One Family, Valley, whatever, they're not being bothered with it this year because people just discouraged. Because they have figured we being bombarded, and then here we are.
Yeah, but you said that you're keeping the energy. The energy is up in your shack. Tell us about the theme. What are you guys coming out with on Bay?
we Boxing Day, we portraying world peace.
World peace, okay.
Right.
The world very appropriate.
The world began to a lot of wars all around the world in the Middle East, and then America with Trump. With that, that going, and so we have decided we can bring peace.
Peace, world peace. Okay, and then what's the other theme?
And then New Year's we come back with Crusaders again to the Bible.
Okay.
So after being peace, then began to then we can be religious on you then,
Yes.
right? All the Crusaders will be coming with the Pope and all them stuff.
Okay.
So, man, we can be something to behold, right? And so we just want to wait and see how all of this play out. But in terms of the group morale, like I say, it is what it is. We're ready to go. So, it is. At this point now, you just gotta go there and
Do what you got to do.
do what you gotta do.
All right. So, what are you hoping that the audience takes away from your group?
Well, they always say the Saxons get all the fans, right? That's what they say, right? And I think they get most of the fans, right? And so when persons see the Saxon, they expect a certain, because when they see us, they know what to expect, right? They
Yes.
always look for the colors, the music, the choreographed dance, and we're not going to shortcut them at all this year. We're going to, you think last year we was good. You need to see us this year.
There you go.
With all the colors and all that. And then, like I say, big in world peace, so you see all the armies, the soldiers. This can be
something to behold.
This can be something to behold.
That's awesome. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on. Good luck to you and your group, but I'm here in 6th straight.
Well, like I say,
and that's what you say. That's what the group say.
They say 6-pack. We can stand up for a little while now.
All right, 6-pack. I love it. Well, all the best to you, right?
Thank you very much.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Bahamas at Sunrise. Saxon says they're going for 6th straight. We'll be right back.